Day 62. It's fall break. So what we're doing, taking the kids to the beach in the morning, in the afternoon. I'm up here in Kapalua. You know, I don't have any problems so far finding parking. There are tourists, we've seen visitors, very minimal. I really don't see a lot of people here. Few people that I saw were pretty old guys, families. Didn't see much families any at all. Very quiet up here. Fall break, so we'll be out and about for now. Day 62 post Lahaina fire. Okay, time to say goodbye to our Bitcoin machine today. This Bitcoin machine was put in here. I was being paid rent by a company named CoinCloud, and people were loading this thing up with cash in return for Bitcoin. And then you could put Bitcoin and get cash out. So like an ATM situation, but with Bitcoin. And then, of course, we all know what happened. The Bitcoin crashed. And these people were also part of the whole scheme with Sam Bankman-Fried, you know, the FTX Bitcoin exchange thing, or at least their investors were heavily invested in FTX. They were in hyper-growth mode, and when FTX collapsed, the investor collapsed, and therefore CoinCloud collapsed, and therefore this machine now is, after being dead for who knows how many months now, at least a year, no rent, no electricity. I pulled the plug on this thing, and now it's going out because, of course, I have to redo the whole carpet in this staircase. So goodbye CoinCloud, goodbye Bitcoin ATM, and who knows if that Bitcoin thing ever come back, because that could be a YouTube channel on its own, but I'm not a Bitcoin guy, so we're going to keep cleaning the shop. Today is a little bit of hiking day. We are hiking and clearing our minds, but there's one topic that today kind of came up and that we're going to talk to you guys. And we're going to talk about it. The Lahaina harbor is being dredged and cleanup has started. I've been there. It's so much work. There's so much stuff and so many boats that have sunk, and the toxic waste in there is insane. And the interesting part, I came across these stories about commercial boats who try to operate again, trying to go into other harbors, being denied in other harbors. And then the ones who lost their boat and their slip, they have to reapply for the permit and the slip. But the interesting part is, no boat, no slip. No slip, no boat. It puts these people in a pickle. And why would you lose your permit when you had one to begin with? And this whole thing burns down, but the piece of paper that is online saved is still there. Why do you have to reapply for that when you are intending to come back to the harbor and do your fishing business, snorkeling business, whatever diving business you have? I don't get that. That could be its own video and an investigation, and it is in the news, you guys, so things are being looked at every day a little bit until the last house standing. The last 2 days, winter finally started, so that was really cool. We got some waves driving across the island. As far as Lahaina goes, they are spraying the biodegradable solution that holds down the ashes. So that was a little bit of a controversy. People were worried about microplastics, that this would turn into microplastics. But of course, if such a thing were to turn into microplastic, then somebody would have already found out about it, and it were then already known and therefore not safe and not allowed. So that kind of just negated itself. We're looking forward to winter here, and I'm not sure if this is going to start into a little bit of a surf vlog. There is not all that much happening every day. I mean, there's crews working in Lahaina, and there is tree crews, there is drenching at the harbor, we were talking about that, and it is just a slow process of cleaning up. One thing is for sure, life here is now different for a lot of people, and when we pick up a story, we will tell it to you. Well, winter has arrived. My stitches need to come out so I can surf. Winter 1 after the Lahaina fire. Wow. And we're going to keep you guys posted. Maybe this will turn into a little bit of a surf vlog. I don't know. I haven't been in my shop in a long time, and insurance hasn't paid me yet. It was fall break, so there's a lot going on with that I need to follow up, and we're going to see what happens next week.